If I knew I were to die tomorrow, this week, next month, this year, how would that change my perspective on how I'm living life in the moment, and how would it change my decision making in terms of how I feel? How is that emphasizing how I want to feel? The tapping more into, allowing more abundance to flow into, through, and out of my life.
So we're going to give you a very clear, easy to hear answer. Really clear, really easy to hear answer to all of this. So, have you heard us say, we say it frequently, that there is no regression?
Yes.
Meaning there's no going back. And the reason that we emphasize that so much is because every moment that you are living, perceiving, evaluating, choosing, even when you're choosing to focus on the absence of what you want, the presence of what you want happens simultaneously. In other words, you can't know what you don't want without knowing what you do want. So you've been doing some big time, very specific, very precise choosing for longer than you've been in this physical body, and certainly since you've been here. And you've got a vibrational reality that we've named your vortex to account for that. In other words, what you want is really well known. So there is this vibrational reality that is calling you. Stay with us. This is going to make perfect sense to you. All of your power, you've heard this before from others. Some have written some powerful books about it. All of your power is now. And if you're thinking about your past, you're doing it now. If you're thinking about your present, you're doing it now. If you're thinking about your future, you're doing it now, but you're doing all of it now. So in this now, which is all you've got, now, there goes again, now, point of attraction, the field, here you are, you've got your marbles in your now, and all the other marbles that have anything to do with you are coming to you in your now. In other words, now. So, hear this. So here you are in your now, with this powerful point of attraction in your now, with your desire, hopefully, because you've been sort of catching the essence of what we've been teaching for a while, with your desire to calibrate to the whole of who you are. Because think about what it's like when you and your inner being are blended in your now. Think about the power of that attraction. You are attempting to leave your now, which your inner being never does. Your inner being never leaves your now, or our now, or the now. Your inner being is always present now. But you're going to diverge from the now that your inner being is. You're going to try to project yourself into this unknown future out there somewhere, and you're going to present some scenarios to it. And when you do, you are attempting regression, which cannot happen. You're attempting to go where your power is not, because all of your power is in the now. All of your power is in the now. That's why it is infinitely, every single time we know that it is, uncomfortable when you try to do what you're telling us that you're doing. When you project into the future, your inner being is responding to you in your now. When you project into your future, your inner being knows what your future is going to be, but your inner being is not offering you these reassuring words, because you don't get to experience your now until you line up with it and it manifests in your experience. Are you kind of getting that? You're attempting something that, vibrationally speaking, cannot be accomplished. Everybody's trying it, trying to get out there and predict the future or guess what the future is going to be. But why not stand in your now and feel where you are in relationship to all that you've become, and just let yourself become it? Because that becoming, that blending with your inner being that feels like future, it's not future. It's available right now. It's a vibrational equation. It's not about moving through time. It's only a vibrational equation. And so when you stop trying to figure out stuff that you can't begin to figure out, and stuff that your inner being isn't even ever going to be focused upon, and you focus in your now for that vibrational alignment, now you're blended, and now feels so good. You're not worried about the future or thinking about the future in any of those, will I be prepared, or anything like that. Does that make any sense to you? And it's weird for us to say, because most people think that when we say something like there's no such thing as regression, which means you can't go back, and people will say, oh, I've gone back, I had a fortune and I lost it, I went back. And we say, no, you didn't. Losing that fortune caused you to ask for more than you've ever asked for before. And there's something in your vortex that is forward, that is more than you've ever been, that now you are in the process of moving in the direction of. There was no regression unless you didn't let yourself be a vibrational match, unless you let the experience that you lived. That's how we started today, and that's how we ended the last seminar. When we said, what is it that you're using as your excuse to not let yourself have something that you want? What have you been dragging along with you that's keeping you from being calibrated to and resonant with the success that your inner being in the now knows you to be?
I need to understand that you've taken, the conversation's taken a tangent that I wasn't necessarily...
We know, because regression usually feels like I'm trying to go back, and it doesn't make sense to you because you're trying to go forward. We said, yeah, but you're trying to go forward where there isn't forward, because there's only now. There's only now in your relationship vibrationally. It's a vibrational universe that we live in. The way you watch your clock and calendar gives you a distortion. Most people say, I live in a time-space reality. It's obvious. Time ticks on and space is all around you. But if you put first, I live in a vibrational reality, and I'm a vibrational being finding resonance with another vibrational being, then you understand what we're talking about.